Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. I tend to avoid politics for a reason, and I don't much care to debate politics, but there's a display outside my apartment for the last 2 days that I just felt like I had to show. So this video will take a good 2-3 minutes, a little bit of dialogue, or monologue I should say, but I wanted to capture this soccer game, I want to capture the lake, and I want to capture all of these white tombstones. Like I said, this video will be a good 2-3-4 minutes only because an unbelievably ridiculous amount of people have died in the Afghani and Iraqi wars. And that's what this display outside of my apartment on Atwood Avenue in Madison, Wisconsin represents. By veteransforpeace.org, I believe, is the organization. I'll make sure I have that right before I post this. And I'm not one to get too sappy or too political, as I said, but they fought for freedom. And if this isn't a view of freedom, and the epitome of freedom, I don't know what is. Hi, Pooch. Hi, doggy. So here we continue with the tombstones just coming into 2005 Afghanistan. Hey guys. As you can see, there's a reason this video is going to be a few minutes long. My grandfather is a veteran. He's a veteran of the Korean War. Thankfully he did his duty, served his duty, and got out. But there are a lot of dads, a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters, a lot of moms, a lot of damn good people that didn't. So as you can see, they marked each segment for each battle, as you might call it. And as our quote-unquote fearless leader at the time said, mission accomplished. I believe it was right around this 2005-2006 time. Not sure I would agree. Not sure I would agree. But it is important to pay respect and to thank those who do serve, because quite honestly I didn't have the guts to do it. Considered it briefly. Considered it for the wrong reasons briefly. But there are a lot of people that weren't scared. And again, I think there's an individual thank you and a hug for every family and every person that is represented with these tombstones. How apropos as this $100,000 boat pulls up and shows us the luxuries that we have because of these folks here. So peace. Veterans for peace. Let's talk about peace. Man, can peace go a long way. I try to think of core values in my life, and for those of you that know me, you'll get an inside joke out of the fact that I do have the word peaceful tattooed on my person, in a way. But peace is essential. Essential. I kid you not, about an hour ago down this very sidewalk, I just got bit in the butt by a dog. A pit bull. I grew up with a pit bull. I educated the young owner that was walking the pit bull, calmed the dog down, and things went on our way. Now granted, that's a silly excuse, but it did in fact happen right here about an hour ago. And it's a lame example of how peace can go a long way. There's absolutely no reason for me making this 2 to 3 minute extremely inquisitive monologue. But again, it's for the freedom, it's for the reasons that they did this. You see the individual flags on some of these headstones that obviously represent a family member that came and identified and gave them their respect. And it is just incredible and quite honestly kind of sickening that hundreds and I'm sure thousands of tombstones are lined up right outside my peaceful little old brick Marquette Shank neighborhood in Madison, Wisconsin. question that I often ask, and as I said, I'll try to remain somewhat bipartisan here. The question I ask is why? Did this really need to happen? Was this really, really necessary? Are there thousands of families out there that wouldn't give anything to reverse the decision that was done in 2003? Being the leader of the free world is one hell of a difficult task. So is being a single mom. So is being a single father. So is being a widower. It's important that we do take a day every year to remember. Again, I'm not the most cheesy, sentimental guy when it comes to recognitions or honors, but this is one that, once they put this display up 3 days ago, made me think. Made me think that there were thousands of people out there that didn't have the chance to live the freedom that we do. To play pickup basketball with people of different races, different colors, different beliefs. To barbecue with people that you've never met before. And why? Because we're celebrating you. We're celebrating your honor, your existence, your duty. We're celebrating the fact that you gave for us. So we're going to say hi to these fine folks under the tent, and I want to point out the fact that this display goes on much further than I'm able to walk or going to walk. Would one of you folks be willing to say hi and explain what we have here? Or are you camera shy?
No, I'm not.
All right, can I sit with you for a minute?
Yeah.
All right.
Hollywood will call.
Hollywood will call. Well, that's the goal. I'm not a documentarian. I don't even know how that sounds, but...
Well, if you get my picture, you probably... You're trained.
My name is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
What is your name?
Roger.
Roger. Pleasure to meet you, Roger. So I just walked down the sidewalk and took a peek at your display here. What do we got? What is this?
We've got a monument for every American who died in the Iraq War and the Afghan War. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin specific. Okay, Wisconsin specific. That was one of my questions. There's a heck of a lot of tombstones out here, but it's Wisconsin specific. That's right.
1990, the first...
1990.
My cousin was killed, or maybe it was 91.
Okay.
The first Gulf War.
And are both you gentlemen veterans?
Yes, we're not gentlemen really, but we're veterans.
Okay, not gentlemen, but veterans.
Both enlisted.
I understand. I'll still refer to you as gentlemen for this, but you are a veteran, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and which wars?
Well, the Vietnam War.
Okay. And
Just a reservist, had to be in the reserves for 6 years.
Mhm.
Sometimes some people think that qualifies as being a veteran, some people not.
okay. And is this display just to raise awareness about peace?
Yes.
About peace.
It's a very emotionally charged thing. We've had a lot of people that are extremely enthusiastic about war. One of them I was talking to up here when we were taking down everything last year, and he was very kind of questioning our motives, why we do this. I said it's to respect the fallen veterans. That's what it's for. And he was trying to turn it into some monstrous thing or something. Lost me. He was talking
Well,
about
did he serve overseas?
He never said.
Oh,
It's interesting because one of the things I was saying in the video as I was walking down is I took a video of the lake, people on their boat, people playing pickup basketball with people they never met before, people grilling out and barbecuing with people they never met before. And in my mind, the reason for this is so we can do that. It's completely unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary, but the people did this so I can sit here and take a goofy video with you folks. But it's an awareness thing, like you said 2-3 days ago when I woke up and started seeing this go down. I saw it from the beginning to the end, and just the process of watching it was enough to make you think.
Well, it's destroying our economy too. 60% of national spending is military. We can't afford that. It's going to destroy the economy. It's like eating it up.
And is it necessary becomes the question.
What? Nothing.
Yeah.
Can't go on like that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time. Don't mean to put you on the spot with this, but I like to goof around with the cameras and videos and make my own thing. So I'll post it on there, and thank you for your service, both of you, and thank you for the display that you've done.
Nice talking.
All right,
Very interesting.
absolutely.